Alright, now that you have your background all laid out for your mandala, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to start bringing the images over to this wedge. So you should have already taken some time and cropped some of the images. Some of the images that you cropped might have, you might have used the cookie cutter tool. Sometimes you just cropped away the white background, cookie cutter tool. Sometimes you added, a filter to it, or just even changed the color of it. So hopefully you took some time out and did this. You can always do this later once you put it on your wedge. You can modify them, but you want to try to get most of it done then. So all you're going to do is from the photo bin, you're going to drag these pictures up. Okay, you want to size them up. Some of them might be large, and you want to lay them out onto the wedge so you have a pretty decent composition. It's okay, and it's actually recommended, that most of the images come off of the wedge. I'm going to show you guys how to crop that later on in the third video. So you're just going to lay them out. Be aware of, like I said, composition. You want to turn some things upside down because this is going to be 1/12 of the design that's going to rotate around in a complete circle. So there's no top, there's no bottom, so they can be in all sorts of different directions. So just going to lay them out. You want to overlap. Not only do you want these things to be large and come off the paper, but you also want to be sure that you overlap. You don't want to see a lot of background. So if you keep making all these pictures small with no overlapping, your design is going to look boring. So change the size. It's not that all of them have to be the same size. Some of them can be larger, some of them can be smaller, but you want to have a nice variety. The cool thing about this project is if you have 8 pictures and one background, you can lay this out in multiple ways and you're going to have multiple projects. You can make a lot of variations to this. So you're just going to continue, and you should be aware that if you want a layer to be in front, you can move them in the layers window up and down, whichever one's going to be on top, whichever one's going to be on the bottom, and you're just going to fill up the space. As you go along, especially in something like this where the layer really matches the background real well and you want this to stand out a little bit, one of the things you can do, you can put some effects on it, such as the layer style settings, and you could put a drop shadow on it to give it a little bit of having it pop out a little bit and look a little different. You can put a glow on it, make it stand out a bit against the background bevel. Any of these actually will work out pretty well. You don't want to overdo it, but you don't want it to be like that. But you can put a little bit of an effect on it to either make it stand out or make it not blend in with the background. Okay? So you're going to continue to do this. Please pay attention to the size of your pictures. Make sure that they're not teeny tiny. Get them a decent size. It's okay to overlap them. It's actually recommended to overlap them. Be aware of the composition. You don't want to have a dark image next to a dark image. These are two round, two baseball, and it's a baseball and a softball, so having them spread out would be good. So the next video I'm going to show you is basically how to crop this up and get it prepared, ready to duplicate it and put it on and make it into a full circle. All right.